be hard to see it over there.
I need my glasses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the new setup. We're still toying with some ideas. But we got a bigger table.
Yeah, it's 60 by
40.
and no glare, as far as we know.
Because we've gone with some new lighting, courtesy of
Cheryl.
Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Everybody's coming in. So we'll show you something that we can do now, guys.
Uh-oh. Oh. Don't do it. No.
There's Alan.
The problem is I got to look at the camera and I can't see the TV over here.
Hi, guys. So we don't have anything here yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to do pegboard or if I'm going to do some more paint. But we have paint wall here. Lots of extra paints that we couldn't fit on the paint wall yet. So I probably will put a couple of shelves of paints here. Like the Prash Posse paints that we use all the time. And Alan's little gadget thing that I bought him. I think it's wall mountable. And we'll try it and see if it works. But he's going to show you last week's paintings. And I'm going over here.
So, first one.
Hold on.
What's the little 12 by 12 that I did? What was the gadget that I used on that? Wasn't it one of those new cups that Maria gave us?
No.
No?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You should look back before you find that.
I've been tested. I'm fine. Pretty cool, though. Now, we do have a few things that we're still working on, like where the trays are going to be. The drying trays.
You can set those there tonight.
Okay. So then, which one did you do next? Did you do the big
The
one?
Galaxy. Well, my attempt of a Galaxy, I used way too much paint.
This one. Sorry about the glare. Too much paint.
Yeah, I should have used a lot less paint. Cheryl's here. Cheryl, we're using the lights.
They're over here and over here. Thank you again, Cheryl. So then, was this 12 by 16 that I did? This was a dual cup flip and drag. It came out pretty cool, if you
I
ask me.
love that chestnut bronze in there.
I think that one deserves some resin. What do you think?
So too.
Then last but not least, what would you like to say about this
That was a,
beast?
a layered dirty pour. There's a lot of metallic in there. Flash, the purple flash. Brian, I could probably do a 24 by 36 or bigger on that. I have about 4 feet by 3.5, right?
You're 5 feet this way.
Yeah, but the bottles are there. I mean, I could move that stuff and do a big one on there. Yeah.
We could do a 5x3.
I mean, it's 3x4.
We'll have to find one. I need to get my glasses because I cannot see that from this far away.
You don't need to see it.
I don't need to see it.
Right now, Heather, it is a mess.
That's right.
We have
All
the
you're
pouring
gonna see-
area set up and the drying rack set up.
All you're going to see is what you see now. Maybe in another week, you might get another tour once we get everything situated.
Yeah, we still have a lot to do. We worked on this all weekend, just this workbench. So this was a project in itself.
It's actually 2 workbenches now bolted together into one.
And an MDF topper on it. So that those 2 benches are not coming apart. They are bolted. Which need me. Gloves.
Yeah, maybe looks.
So don't forget, guys, tonight, if you donate via PayPal or through Super Chat, we're doing the drawing for the 12 bottles of paint. So any donations you make tonight, I'll probably do it until midnight. And then I will do the drawing before I go to bed. And I'll announce the winner in the group tomorrow. And also on Facebook on my art page. So if you're donating through PayPal, I'll probably have your address automatically ship with Super Chat. If you donate and win, I'll probably have to wait and announce it next week for you because I don't have everybody's addresses. But that drawing is tonight. You get 12 bottles of ready-to-pour paint.
What's that normally valued at?
102.
102?
Yep. Yep.
And you're probably going to hear a lot of that noise.
What, things falling down?
Things falling down.
Until Alan gets used to everything. It's just for today, you guys. Just for tonight's Monday Night Live.
Now, the fun part is going to be picking the paints because we didn't put them back on the wall in the order that they were originally in.
Oh, no, they're totally mixed.
We were
It's
actually
like close your eyes and pick.
we were actually thinking about blindfolds and just picking 5 bottles off the wall.
That blue that you have out here is cloud paint, darling. Here, I didn't mean to put it in there. I'm sorry. Isn't it? Or is it Payne's Grave?
It's like Payne's Grave.
Oh, it's Payne's. You're okay. There you go. Thank you, Andana. And thank you, Christy. I also have one from Tammy Haga and from Joanne. And I have one from Kathy Carr and from Kathleen Hendricks. Thank you, Kathy. You want something light?
Yeah.
There's a Pearl Essence up there. Shake it and see
This
how
one,
watery it
Creative
is.
Inspiration?
Yeah, see how watery it is first. Let me feel it.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that'll be okay. Thank you, Dina. So Brian says to blindfold me and you pick my colors and set the cups up for me to mix and pour. Let me see if I can bring that camera closer.
We're going to do a little experimenting tonight.
Be a little crooked though. Oops, I figured it out. Do you need to be that close, babe? You can back up. I can bring the camera toward you.
No, I'm fine.
Because this swivels. It's awfully far away. That's why I said that. I've got Susan Johnson and Tic Tac Clocks, I believe. I always forget who that is. Tammy Garner, thank you guys so much for the donations. It's a great prize, that's for sure. See, I should shut that one light out because that one shows up. My allergies are really bad today.
Okay, so I put my base down. That's what, an 8 by 20?
Yes.
Okay, color choices. We're going to go with Gold Rush. My namesake, Ellen's Red Shimmer. Creative Inspirations, Pearl Essence. Soho, Azo Vermilion.
I moved everything on
She
you.
did.
I'm going to get your edge here.
Go ahead. So I'm going to spray with the silicone spray to be able to release the paint out of the cup.
It's like an episode of Who Moved My Cheese? Hi, Mary Ellen. For anybody that ordered paint for the paint sale, everything went out today. So if you ordered this weekend and paid, it all went out today. Ellen had 7 boxes.
That was a lot of paint. I had to make 3 trips.
I think I mixed over 100 bottles last night. Welcome, Wendy.
Probably go a little more.
Yeah, come up a little bit on that camera.
And because I had so much success with last week's painting, I'm going to go with another. The whole flip and
Oh,
dry.
you're welcome, Heather. I hate that I'm always late, though,
Who's late?
when I go to Heather's live.
Oh,
I always miss it. She used my favorite colors, the lime green and the blue and the turquoise and the dark blue together. That's my favorite combo.
little section.
Did it work though, Brian? Those colors look amazing on that paint spray. I do not have the airbrush hooked up. If you need it, I will get it for you.
Who needs an airbrush?
Do you need it? I think it's one of my favorite colors, Heather. Especially when you use it with white and silver. It's just amazing. All right, now let Heather balloon roll that for you.
Do what?
Let Heather balloon roll those edges for you. Do you want the airbrush? You have a straw. There's a straw in there.
Got it.
I was going to say there's a brand new one here. Okay.
All right.
And it's like, where do I go?
What?
It's like, where do I go? Right?
Yeah, airbrush. Let's try and cut that. While you're making that noise, I'm going to stretch it just a little.
Sorry, making so much noise. I was like, where's the cord? I forgot this one. It's a movable cord.
I'm going to turn this around.
Just remember, this one's brand new, don't you know.
Does anybody see the duck?
Where's your quacker?
My what?
Your quack. Oh, yeah, this is beak.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to get this. River out of there.
Thank you, Lori, for the donation. And thank you, Linda, for the donation through PayPal. Yeah, YouTube takes 30%. PayPal only takes a certain, that's like a very small percentage.
do you think?
Mary, below the video, there's a PayPal me link. It takes you right to it. And the girls post it as well. Maria just posted it, Mary.
Where I happened to stick my knuckle.
That's all right, because I always paint the sides before I varnish them anyways.
Yeah, but I did it on top too.
Mike said hi. Hi, Mike. I love when he's in the basement with Brian and he's like, pork, pork, pork.
I think I'm going to leave it. I still have my duck.
I like the colors. I'm not sure what you were doing on that one side, though.
Over here?
Yeah. It's still going to move because you always leave a little extra paint on there, so it'll probably stretch out anyways.
Clean up your edges. Now the fun part. Transferring it.
Actually, I would walk around and grab it and put it on the rack because that would make it a lot easier for us. And you remembered the cords.
Of course I did.
Oops. That's not even funny.
She doesn't like it when I do that.
I hate that word, oops.
Yeah.
Oops is not cool.
What you gonna do?
Well, I was going to get a bigger one.
I thought you told me you weren't gonna do big tonight.
I'm not doing big. I can do a 16 by 20. Doesn't matter where you put them. What was that?
It was your
Airbrush. What'd you drop? Trade your spaces.
Hello, Victoria.
I'm gonna pull back and then I'm gonna fix the camera, guys.
Thank you, Shelley.
Because this table's pretty high.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Brian. Amber. Maria. I'm 1 for 1. I'm done. Vicky's like, too big.
Clips. I want to use up these 2 jugs of paint. some 24 karat gold in there and
Brian wants me to get the blindfold for you.
a little bit of peridot. What else do we got left? I think that's it.
Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, we have sterling silver too. So let me skip the gold at the bottom. Do the silver. And I'll leave some indigo.
Brian, how many days? You have the countdown?
And some interference blue. And some silver lake. I think that'll be good. Let's see.
Le shot is here.
Welcome. There's not very much peridot in here. It won't fit in the bottle though. So I'll use that up.
271 days.
Not soon enough. That's what I say.
I still think we should make that maybe a couple-day trip in September.
Just me and you?
Yeah.
I'm game. We could stay at the hotel across the street from the beach house.
That would be just wrong. That would tease us too much.
It would. All right, let's do some cups. I think I'm gonna put a Payne's. No, I don't want Payne's. Maybe a black base coat down. No, that'll be too dark. Let's do white.
Sue Johnson said that peridot looks pretty bad on camera, but it is great live.
It's such a pretty color, especially when it's dry. All right.
37 more Monday Night Lives.
So,
That means we're 1/3 of the way there. Actually, we're more than 1/3.
yeah.
No, I'm wrong. 1/4.
You're the math head.
I corrected myself.
Yeah. I need a little more depth. It's not moving.
Brian wants to know what size.
16 by 20. I wonder if this is pouring paint that I grabbed instead of base coat. It's kind of thick. That's all right, it'll still work.
Brian says it looks bigger.
It's not.
It's the camera angle. Did you see that one picture that I posted
Not what picture?
a couple of weeks ago of me when I was like at my fattest? When you were feeding me well?
Oh, the taco one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one that said it was the angle that you took the picture at. But you really were chubby.
Yeah, about 30 pounds heavier than I am now.
We won't talk about weight right now.
Not saying it.
I can't use quarantine fat for an excuse for very long.
I have to move that camera just a little higher.
Well, it's because I pulled it.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to come back over as soon as I get my cups. Just hang on, Babaloo. Babaloo. I'm going to do 3.
Sue says she's got 2 packages that size canvas and she's afraid to tackle one.
Oh gosh, no. 16 by 20s are actually a good size to play with.
Hello, Deanne. Welcome. Hello, Monica. You're a little late.
We're only on number 2. I'm so discombobulated.
She's really out of her element.
I'm so used to the
Everything's got to be
other
just
setup.
right.
I sat here for days trying to figure out how I was going to do this. And twice I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not changing it around. And I changed my mind.
You still have some things to play with, like multiple cameras and
yeah,
the Rebel.
When we get to that, if we ever get to that. We have a spot right above us that we could use to mount an overhead. That was one of the reasons I put it here. So we're kind of like in the middle on one side of the studio. So we're not like in the way of anything. I don't want any more silver, so I'm going to go back with the Silver Lake. Some more indigo. And some more interference.
So Wendy Lasky's got a question. She wants to know what kind of tape. She's tried 2 different kinds and they both leak through. I believe when she's taking off her back.
Sherwin-Williams has a really good tape. I want to say it's yellow. Nate used to use that one and he never had any leakage at all. I haven't found one that I use that works, that's for sure. I have yet to get a super clean edge. But as long as it keeps most of the paint off, I don't really care. All right, let me move these over here.
Monica, your paints went out today.
Oops, I'm trying to get back in frame here. Okay, I'm in.
Go blurry. Going blurry. So blurry.
I'm going to swirl these just a little bit. So the sterling silver does not have silicone, and the peridot does not have silicone. So let's see what we get. I think I'm going to do 3 ring pours.
Hello, Terry.
Because I want to get, so that's where I'm going to end up with a ton of silver.
And you just went blurry again.
It's all right. It shouldn't go blurry. I've got paint on the canvas. I'm going to add some more indigo to these cups, not going between these.
Hello, Terry from Vegas. Or Barbara's from Vegas, sorry.
I think what I'll do, I really went heavy on that sterling in there. love that song. You haven't washed bottles in a long time. You're about to.
Mary's got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you estimate the amount of paint needed for a pour? She uses too much.
Well, rule of thumb is 5 ounces for every square foot. So that includes your sides. So if you're doing a 16 by 20, you're going to need about 17 ounces of paint. So this does not have any green in it. Okay, I'm going to save. I think I'm going to save. Let's save that one. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to go the opposite way on this one. This had a little green in the cup.
Hello, Jenny. Brian says he uses a lot of paint.
I use a lot of paint too. I love the runoff. Okay, so
And said, sorry, your audio is bad tonight. She missed that answer. So
our audio is bad?
her audio.
Oh. For the paint amounts?
For the amount of paint. You said 5 ounces for every square foot.
Yes. We have a paint chart in the group in the file section. Oh, that paint coming off there was so pretty. It just went out as a...
Shelly just posted the link. Thank you, Shelly. Oh, Maria posted it too.
Come this way just a little bit more. I really love these lights. When you don't have any glare in your way, you can actually see the whole thing. Cheryl is awesome.
Yeah, everyone says it for the living room.
Kinda. I was thinking the same exact thing when I started tilting. I'm like, wow, I could put that in the living room.
Jennifer Lopez says she sees a bird's head.
The eyeball, right? I wanted some cells to come up through there.
And Vicky loves it. What's she looking for?
Butane.
Right there.
Like, where did we put that? Porpoise? Yeah, it looks like a porpoise. Maybe it's because I stuck my finger down there. There we go. So I have cells, and then I don't have cells. So it's kind of a nice little blend.
Brody sees it well. Donna has a question. What is the light you're using to not get glare?
We're using soft boxes. Actually, I don't know if I put them in my Amazon shop or not. I don't think I did yet because I wanted to make sure that I was recommending a good product. So I'm trying them. I just wonder if I want to skewer a little bit, you know, some lines into that white. I want to play with it a little bit, I think.
Brian wants to see the lights.
Just little fine lines.
Wendy is saying, that is so awesome. Love it, love it.
Take one off the porpoise's mouth. Just little points of interest. I love when you use the indigo because it sometimes gets that purpley blue effect to it when it hits the interference. This is pretty boring here. I'm hoping this will open up with some cells here.
Pour it off.
Huh?
You always pour it off.
Well, if I pour it off, then this is gonna pull that way too much. And I'll lose some of this. It's too late to pour it off now. But there's so many things that I love.
Welcome, Gloria.
Let me see if I can bring the camera closer.
Shelly wants to know maybe a skinny ribbon over it.
Over that white spot. Over this. I could put
I think she's talking about over that gray section.
right here. Let's see if I can get enough. That's silver. I don't want that one. I'd pick it up off the pad, but then it would be too much mixed in. I can add some to that cup though. Because that one simple line through didn't really do anything. There's a lot of depth right here. Let me throw some Silver Lake in there. Let me see if I can scrape out enough peridot.
Brian's like, don't do it.
Well, if we don't like it, we might be able to get it off.
Jack Evans just joined us and said, hey, only just got on, but a beautiful piece.
Thank you. All right, I have a little bit of silver in there.
He's saying leave it.
Not coming. I really don't need the silver anyway. All right. I'm going to put it close enough to the edge. If I need to pour it off, I can.
You're going to hate it.
He knows me so well. All right. I'm going to do something I don't normally do.
What's that?
I'm tipping. I don't usually do that after I'm done playing. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got rid of the wonk there. I don't mind that opened up like that.
Don't ruin the porpoise.
He's still there. Let me torch that one spot and see. Because I didn't use... I almost started my pad on fire. I've done that before. What video was that? Do you remember? Where I started the pad on fire?
I don't know.
I took my cup and went, it's out. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it now. I'm not going to mess. I'm not going to fuss with it.
So, Jennifer, can you turn the canvas once, please?
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm just getting these out of the way. Or would you like that? There you go. I got rid of that one. That was it. That was it. This is your Payne's Gray, right?
It's my Payne's Gray.
So I'm going to turn it around, right? Oh, look at all that yummy stuff underneath.
That's cute. She says, save the porpoise. It has a purpose. Flipper.
Now I almost want to go that way. When I turn it that way. Leave it. I like when I'm live because I can ask. When I'm filming, it's like, oh, should I leave it or should I mess with it?
I see Orca the whale, too.
There?
Yep. So Jackson's like, Shelly, leave it.
Yeah.
Walk away from it.
I will. Let me get the paint off the edges.
So Monica wants to know, have you seen the new bundles on canvases at Michael's?
They have new bundles? I don't know. We bought the 16 by 20s with the, what was there, 40 in there or 60 in there? I don't remember.
About 20 of those.
And then we bought the 8 by 10 bundles like that. They don't give you any good deals on those, though.
Unless you have a coupon.
No, they don't let you use a coupon on those because they're everyday value.
Yeah, but you remember the...
He did. Seth did. Yes, he did. That's pretty right there.
Seth was her buddy.
I can't pull any more tiles, guys. I have nowhere to put them. I feel sad now.
Why?
Because I can't pull any tiles.
Why?
I have nowhere to put them.
Got all that drawing space.
I have nowhere to put them over there.
Oh, Monica says they're gallery wraps.
Oh, I haven't seen the bundles on that yet.
Skin?
Alan found my, no, not enough green in it. Alan found all my gallery wraps when we cleaned the canvas rack off. I'm not allowed to buy any canvas, guys.
You're right.
He saw it all when we moved it all. I had it behind each other. I can show you a peek.
All I can say is hide the packages from my husband.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'll give you a peek. If we go over there, that's my birch boards and my rounds. And then if we go over here, that's all my canvas. And yes, I'm a hoarder. Because when I use some, I think I need to buy more. That's a hoarder.
And then we got...
Those are for the retreat. Those don't count.
160 up there for the retreat.
Yeah, those don't count.
And there's a few boxes here and there for the retreat.
There you go. Boom. All set up.
Right. What a show off. Ryan, you got 40 paintings to
I have no canvases under my bed, Victoria. Wendy, just show him this video and he will never say another word to you. No, there's none in the attic, Shell. I do have big ones between my cabinets, way over on the other side, but...
And we got the real big ones
yeah,
out
the real
in the
big
shed.
ones out now in the shed.
It wasn't so hot like you're doing in our leaf blower here.
I know, we never have the perfect weather to go outside and paint. Every time we want to, it's either raining or it's so hot that it would dry as we're pouring. Yeah, very humid, Shell. It's like no fun. I don't even want to go outside. Vicky lives outside, and I'm like, ugh, I could never sit out here all day in the heat. I'm a whiner. I like my AC. All right, so you need to pull your canvas towards you, babe. There you go. It's kind of my mini store, Heather. I have this thing for birch boards. When Jerry's Artarama has them on sale, I have to buy a box, and there's only 6 in a box. So it's like if I only have like 6 left, I order a box.
She was really mad that they canceled the show this year.
Yeah, because we normally go and buy a ton of supplies when we go to Jerry's, but oh well. Yes, I am a ghost, Vic. I have no tan at all. I glow in the dark. The new camera's throwing Brian's sizing off. He doesn't know what size you're using. And is that a 14?
Yes.
Because do you have any 14s here?
Yeah. That is one of those.
It's a good one. I know the difference just by the height. Right there, boo. There you go. You have all these yet too. Did we find anything that we were looking for this weekend that was lost in the studio? Do you remember? I don't think we did either. Actually, Brian, it's a 14 by 14. Isn't that weird how it looks like an 11 by 14?
It's the angle.
Yeah, because that's when I watch Brian's channel, I get that too, where he'll say this is 12 by 12 or 14 by 14. I'm like, it looks like a rectangle. Till he pours paint on it, and then it looks more, I wonder if I come up and go down, if that will give you a better... Is that better that way? I can't really tilt that camera anymore. Man, we really need to play with this setup. Hi, Shirley. So what are you doing, a Boilermaker?
Boilermaker.
Yay.
I haven't done one in a while. Really easy.
See, never seen my 16 by 20 look square. I just hope it doesn't shift, because I really want to put that on here. I don't know where yet, but remember that's cloud paint. I've already told you that how many times today?
You haven't told me.
Alan,
once.
when you grabbed it the last time, I said that's cloud paint. How soon you forget. What was that thing you posted on Facebook about ears? Brian, refresh his memory.
What about ears?
I know you guys are spoiled from watching us overhead. That's why it looks so different.
I don't think I have enough paint.
What do you need? I can add some. What do you need? Barbara, is that what it looks like to you, that you're looking through a fishbowl?
Don't have enough paint.
Did you find some? Is that house paint? That's the black with the browns in it. You can use that. Just stir it, honey. Get a stick and stir it. Oh. Vicky said you have 2 minutes. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Not on a Boilermaker. That's okay.
2 minutes for what? Before she goes to bed?
Go to bed.
Color choices: Sleeping Beauty Turquoise Shimmer.
Either that or she's sitting in the kitchen having a cigarette.
Craft Smart Champagne Pearl. Another one of the Courage Posse paints, Carolina Blue Shimmer. Silver Spoon.
I'm excited to meet your mom, Shirley.
Icy Arctic Iridescent Pearl.
Yeah, that's discontinued. So whatever we have left, we have to use it up.
Not a problem.
I'd like my mom to go, Shirley. My mom's, she'll be 90 this year. I'm really hoping I get to see her this year. The way things are going, they aren't going to let us come up there unless we stay for 2 weeks.
I already told you what we need to do.
What's that? Meet her in PA? And then drive all the way back home?
Yeah.
Good. That's like driving to Arkansas.
Not like we haven't done that.
So if you just joined us, we're doing the Super Chat giveaway tonight for 12 bottles of paint. So if you donate via Super Chat or PayPal, you'll be entered to win. And I have 2 new ones. Susan Lundino. Thank you, Susan. And Kim Rohde. Thank you, Kim. And Miss Shirley Coffee. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate it. So Alan's using a black paint that has bronze mixed in it as a base coat. And that's what he'll be dropping his shot glass into.
Bottoms up.
Vicky said she's scared.
What you scared about?
I guess the question is, Vic, have you used your airbrush? Jack's excited and Vicky's scared. I think he means meet your mom, Shirley. I don't think he knew that she was coming on the retreat with you. I hear you, Terry. We spent a small fortune on Eddie's surgery. I like when you pop that and let that paint seep out on its own. Are you getting used to the new setup at?
Getting there.
10 more paintings might fix it.
Oh.
You knocked it over. Flip it back over. Can you?
That's not supposed to do that.
All right, now you can squiggle it around.
It's the first time that's ever happened to me.
You know why? Because you used a wide mouth cup. I always use a narrow one.
Happy accidents.
Always.
should float it a little.
I don't think you need any more paint, babe. You got way too much paint on there now. You trying to use that up?
Trying.
So now, Wendy, he'll take that little shot glass and move that paint around underneath the black, and it'll come up through the black because of the silicone, and it will move underneath the black. So when he tilts it, you'll get this really cool design. Slippery, isn't it? It's hard to hang on to. It's like a butterfly wing. Soon, I don't think so. I think if you use Floetrol to mix the paints, I think you should get some cells. You won't get a ton like you normally do, but the density of the black should sink to the bottom just like white does. So it should create some cells regardless if you use silicone or not. I can't wait to see what that looks like when it opens up. Fancy. Use up all these paints, you know, I've got to sit and mix paints again.
What's your favorite job?
I do like mixing paint. We're going to paint up on the third floor, Shirley. We're going to move one of those dining tables and just put plastic all over the place. And just, I have tables and paint bins and everything I was going to take this year. So the only thing I have to buy for next year is Floetrol. That third floor is huge, that kitchen area, so I think it'll work out fine.
Sure, use your cuppy hands.
See that color underneath that black. It's too bad it tipped over because I think we would have gotten a cuter design. I got a PayPal donation from Joy English. Thank you, Joy. We need to find a paint stirrer for you, Shirley.
Hmm?
You're out of frame.
Deep in thought.
They have the battery operated one, Shirley, but they also have these. They look like big horse bills to me. They're magnets that you drop into the cup and you put it on this platform that makes those magnets swirl around in circles and it stirs your paint. Tracy Reed tries them. They're pretty cool. I actually like that minimalist look to that, Alan.
Are you calling me a minimalist?
Minimalist. And I like that this cloudiness that you get that goes through underneath. But you haven't torched it yet either, have you?
Torched it.
So there's probably some more hiding underneath. And I like how it came over the edges too. I'll have to show you, Monica. If I can find, I actually have them in my Amazon shop under the tool section, I think. They're little magnets that I think you put 2 in a cup. And then you put it on this platform and it stirs, it goes around in circles and stirs your paint for you. But then you have to fish them out of your paint with a spoon or something.
Still got a lot of paint in there. Try to tilt some of this off.
What, Brian? What did you do right? I don't see any posts on here from Brian, so now I don't know what he did. You did get more cells popping up. Just don't get wonky. Oh, I should show you those, Shirley. They're actually dry. They're pretty dark. Let me check, Brian. Yes, Brian, I got it. Thank you very much. Maria just posted the link for those magnetic stirrers, guys. I'll wait till he starts working. So years ago, before I started painting pieces, I used to hand paint beads and make jewelry. And my business was Sweet Tea Jewelry. And the reason it's Sweet Tea is because that's what Ellen calls me, Sweet Tea. So when I went in to do my PayPal me, it comes up Sweet Tea. So just in case anybody's wondering why it's not Christina Welch Art, they won't let me change it.
I think some of that's going to sink.
I like it.
I'm starting to see some cells come up from underneath.
Yeah, because it's going to change as it sits, too.
Some in here. Should be interesting when it dries.
It kind of looks like a steer head, doesn't it? Susan says it looks like a Google Earth shot of the Caribbean. Kristen can't see the whole thing because you got it too far up.
Sorry about that. I'll give you another view as soon as I clean my edges.
Yeah, it's hard. Our monitor is way over on the other wall, so we're going to work on that.
Let's see what's happening over here. It's starting to peek through. Something that browns to sink a little more. Off to the drying rack.
I'm so glad you remember those cords in there. Wendy, we'll show all these next Monday at the beginning of the live. Mary Ellen wants you to bring it back at the end. At the end.
At the end? Oh.
To see if it changes any, probably.
Okay. We can do that.
I'm sitting here looking at the colors on the wall. See what I can use up.
Because I never have too many bottles to wash.
There's not enough coordinating colors. So Shelly sent me a swatch in the mail. It's like a dark turquoise green metallic. So I'm going to play around and see if I can create this color for our fall line. Should be pretty. I'm hoping to have those ready for September. How much is left in there? Yeah. Gotta mix up those molten metals too. I keep going over here to get gloves.
Terry Johnson's, after I dropped the shot glass in the cup, did I add more black on the top?
Just a little bit. You want to cover that paint. So when you flip it, all the color doesn't hit the canvas. All right, what do I want to do? Need a canvas, don't I? Let's do something fall. Let's do some fall colors. Okay.
Where'd you hide your mirror?
It's right here. I didn't hide anything. Trying to use some paints up, guys, because we have these in similar colors in our line, so I can use them up. Not much in that one either.
Raymond says you need a little Persian yellow too.
Yeah. That I do. What we got over here?
So the hexagons are from where?
Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's having a hard time getting product into the shipping.
Poor Mary. She's got to go get a box of Band-Aids because her new kitten has a foot fetish.
It's too much.
Are you tired?
Me? This table's very high, so I just leaned. And yes, I am tired. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning mixing paint. All right.
Yeah, I got up at 4.
Yeah, but you went to bed at 11.
And what time did you get up?
9-ish. I was up at 7. Must be right after you left. I need it dark.
I left at 5. So.
I need a crimson in there. Because the terracotta's not going to be dark enough. All right.
What are you going to do?
It's going to be a dirty pour. Dirty ribbons. Trying to decide if I want to use white or if I want to use...
Shirley has a request for next week. She wants to know, would we do a painting with golds and bronzes?
Golds and bronzes. I'm going to mix up those molten metals that I was gifted from Monica.
Monica was just asking it. Have you mixed the chroma metal?
I have not. And let me tell you why not. Because I mixed 100 bottles of paint for your order. One of your orders. As I was mixing up the last 3 colors, I kept looking at the clock and going, I might be in bed by 2. And then I remembered I had to pack them all and ship them. Okay, so let's put a little.
They were all at the door waiting for me when I left.
I put them all there. My back was killing me. I wanted to put some. I don't see it though. Here it is. Chestnut bronze in here.
Now what you got?
I don't know. Something. Okay, we got a ton of colors here. So it's going to be very colorful. So I think the last color out, I'm going to use the crimson. No, I'll regret it if I do the crimson. So let's do the terracotta last. So that'll go in first. And I'm not spraying the cups. Okay, next to that, we'll do the champagne pearl.
Brian's back.
Just layering on top. Then let's go with the dark, the burnt umber.
Haga says, you ain't scared of color.
Nope. All right, chestnut bronze. I have, what, 160 bottles of paint. That's why I don't have enough room on the wall. Let's go. All right, here we'll put the yellow ochre. Oh, paint in my cap. Hope I don't regret that.
Brian said he mixed a couple of molten metals in 12-ounce bottles about a week or two ago, and they got boogers in them a couple days later.
Somebody else told me that, Brian, that they were sticking to the bottles. I have that happen with some, maybe it was, you told me that. I had some colors that do that, like the Craft Smart Gold does that. And then when you squirt, it all wants to come out.
Hello, Donna.
Okay, let's do brown ochre. I think it needs a little white or something in there. And then we'll do the Persian. This is Cad Yellow Deep, but it's like Persian yellow. Not quite as yellow. This is more orange. And I don't mind if I have too much paint because it gives me room to play. All right, then we'll do the Soho Crimson. It's a nice deep red. It's not as deep as Victoria's Muscadine Wine, but it's deep. All right, so now I need to cover that if I'm going to put a little white in there. So I'm going to go with the Champagne Pearl again. So we don't get pink. And
Welcome, Stacy and Bill Richards. Glad you could join us.
I would do black, but I think it's just too much. It's just too dark. So now I'm going to reverse. I don't like those dark blue caps on the white bottles. Look. See it?
What?
It all comes off and I want it in the paint. So I'm going to skip the crimson. I'm going to go to the yellow.
Monica says, what about the creamy yellow? She can't think of the name.
The Laguna. It's not a fall color.
Sure it is. Brian wants to know, can you turn your canvas between pouring cups?
Yes. Do whatever you want, Bri.
The Naples, Mary Ellen said. Naples yellow.
I don't normally put Naples yellow in a fall collection unless I want it to pop like a green or a yellow or a red, I mean. But I didn't want it in here because I'm using the ochre. Used to call it okra. It's a lot of paint. But I may have enough left over to maybe do a couple tiles.
Brian says, no, I meant have you turned your canvas?
I don't know. I may have. Geez, Brian, I've done over 700 videos. I'm sure I've done that at least once.
Brian, go through and watch them and tell us which one she did it.
I love this.
I hate
There's another one. All right. That's going to be the first color out. I may swirl them just a smidge.
Maria wants to know,
Maybe I should do a 10 by 20.
what size hex is that?
That's 16.
It's not big enough. You get too much paint.
Oh, I know I have too much paint. Give me a 10 by 20 instead. Let's do a long one.
10 by 20.
I should do 2 ovals, but that's not Carrie's colors. Carrie wants to match the big one she bought. Thanks.
How about 2 10 by 20s and make them as a diptych?
No. I don't have the drying room center.
Everybody saw that.
They see nothing. All right. I'm not caring about the first cup. It's just kind of like a base. Gives me an idea where the green's at, and there's not a lot of green in there. So we will put, I don't know if I have enough.
Excuse me.
There you go. Looks muddy there. All right, we'll give it a shot of white. There's the green. I don't like the end of that cup when it comes out. I almost wish now I would have gone with either Naples or my Laguna. That yellow is very, very bright in there. All right, let's tone it down. God, it's so pretty. Can you see it?
Careful, you stick it up their nose.
All right, that's it. Because if I'm going to go any further, it's going to be muddy.
Terry says she sees Mickey Mouse.
see Mickey Mouse. All right. Let me bring you guys down a little closer. We have to figure this out eventually. I'm going to torch it first, which I don't like to do unless there's a ton of bubbles. That's chestnut bronze there. And that's chestnut bronze in there. We might be all right. The brown really did not come into play. It kind of mixed. Shimmy, shimmy. Right, it's opening up a little bit. Now I don't like that pile of white there. Yeah, hopefully something will come up through it when I torch it. Now it's going to get swiped. Sounds like it's something in the bun rack. It could be. It's opening now. I do too. I'm glad that opened up there because I didn't like that white corn. That's what it looked like. See, in the places where it looks muddy, it's not. It's the chestnut bronze. So when that dries, that'll all be metallic.
You know where she saw the Mickey Mouse, right?
I'm slow. Did she just say that?
Your apron, I just noticed Mickey Mouse.
I'm not minding it. I want to see what it looks like when it's dry. This is kind of weird. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's weird how that
It like puckered.
kind of cool.
It puckered there.
St. James is here. He's giving you a thumbs up.
Thank you. This is really neat here. It looks like a yellow caterpillar with all the little green speckles coming up in them. Seems tight here though. But that Craft Smart Pearl was a little thinner than my other paints. That's the one thing with the craft paints. They get thin as they sit.
You know, as you lean on that table, you cause
the camera.
Buffer.
I do?
Because the table's shaking.
Oh. Is that what's making the table shake? Sorry, guys.
She needs a stool, she said.
I need a platform. I feel like I'm too short. If I can put my elbows on the table, this table's too high. Silly. All right, let me give you guys a close-up. The runoff is not pretty at all. It's too mucky. I'm going to move this to the rack.
That looks like baby glue.
I'm going to go to the third one, huh?
Yep.
We haven't had a third one in so long.
And this is very nice, Christina. I think it's beautiful. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate the support.
All right, I want a different cover for that. I don't like it. You guys want to see some of my resin ones? I have a whole rack full I can show you guys tonight.
How are you going to get to them?
They're right there.
Over here?
You can hand them to me and I'll show them.
Where do you want to start?
I don't care. I've been busy resining. This one's been up there a while. I resined this one. This was a cloud pour that we did in February. And I have this one.
I think that one's mine.
No, I don't think so. It's on a better canvas. This was one of those PBOs. They went crazy, remember? The cells just explode. These are all for sale. I gotta put them on Etsy or something. This is beautiful. It's all metallics. Except for the blue. Actually, the blue is... It's probably Grumbacher turquoise green. And I have this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11 by 14 oval. This is a Boilermaker. This is probably the closest I ever got to a galaxy without trying to do a galaxy. It's really neat. It's got a lot of color underneath. I think they've seen this one. It's just black and white. And this one I just resined. You guys might remember this one. This was with the coral reef in the Silver Lake on birchboard. I have to paint the sides yet. I think I'm going to do them silver. But see how you get these little, I don't know if you can see it because I'm going to get blinded out by the light. These little nicks of where the paint is, I'll take those out with an X-Acto knife. But that one's gorgeous. I love that one. And this was a swipe. This was a PBO as well with no silicone. Look, I did get cells. There's two of these. I actually have two of these little ones. These were leftover paint from one of the big paintings that I did.
This is the other one.
You have the other one? They have a lot of metallic in them. And I think this was the runoff of that other one. I like these little birch boards. When you have leftover paint, they work out pretty good. They're so easy to resin. They don't sag in the middle. This is an old one.
A little flamboyant.
I like it though. It looks good with resin on it. No date on them. I'll have to go through and look them all up. I hate that job. Oh, this was a set. You guys remember this one? They always look better with resin on them. This is one that was kind of recent. Did this one, I think, on a Monday night. It's not dated. A lot of metallic in that one. Because I think that's our lemon lime shimmer. And gold. This is PBO in here. That blue-green, green-blue. It's gorgeous. Love it.
This one is.
Oh, this was my funky one, guys. Remember this one? I resined it because it makes it pop. I still like this. I got a lot of dislikes on that video, but I played around. It was fun. It's funky. This is one I did off camera. Just plain. Different ways you can hang that too. There's this one. Has a lot of iridescent in it. So hard to get that on camera. Then we have little ones. Little ones. When I have that little bit of leftover resin, I go and I grab little ones and pop it on them. Here's the red one. I have so many. This was one I just did not too long ago. This has no silicone in it.
Is Bryan County?
I don't know. Is that it? All the ones up on top, but it's okay. Oh, and this is the big oval. I love this painting. And then this little one. This is one of yours now, I believe. Nope, it's mine. 535. Video 535. This one's dusty. It's on the top shelf. I have so many more too. I love this one. This one I'm keeping. It was gorgeous when I painted it, and it must have been off a little bit because it all ran this way, but I love the way that it turned out. So I'm going to keep this one. Oh, and then I have these two big ones. These two big, these are birch panels. I have this one. This was the intermingling flip cups. And then I have this one. This one's gorgeous. So I have all of these are for sale. And I have about 70 paintings that I need to varnish. It's just, when you get behind, my bun rack is completely full. So that's, is it 10 shelves, Ellen? Or is it 20? 20 shelves. Some of them have 2. Read the tiles from last week. They're in the tile. Look at me. The double. Yep, they're right in the front, the black ones. Shirley wanted to see those if she's still here. But if you don't stay on top of them, you won't get them finished.
Right, Brian?
There's that red one over there, too. I'd like to show them that one. It's on the resin table. It's a half circle. So these are the tiles from last week. They're dark, but when I put the resin on them, this color should pop out pretty good. But some people like black and with a hint of color. Because it's in there. And then this was a little half circle one I did. I think it's cute. But I have so many more. And I have like a whole pile ready to go into the resin rack. I just have to clean my table off again. And we made a mess out here this weekend sawing wood. And, you know, it's going to take us a week or so to get caught up. But we, anytime you see a painting that you like that we're doing, you know, just let me know. I sold 3. Where's that other big round that Carrie's not getting? The one that she didn't. Carrie bought a few rounds from me. The
purple one? No.
The spin out bloom blossom ones. No, she bought that one. It was the black one. I probably have it already put aside. It's probably in the resin rack. Is it? Grab it. There should be 2. Can you grab both of them? You can move that rack. Poor Alan. He's climbing like a monkey. Is Carrie here?
I haven't seen her.
I haven't decided which one to send her. She told me to pick. So these are the 2 that we did on the black. But these are gorgeous.
Monica wants to know, when is your next auction?
I don't know. I'm waiting for everybody to get back to work and, you know, for people to have money. I don't feel right having an auction and making people think, well, I can't afford to buy that because I don't have any money right now. It's just not fair, you know. But if they want to buy a painting from me that they see, you know, I can always do payments. They don't have to wait for an auction. Just let me know what you can afford. I don't charge astronomical prices for my stuff, so.
Well, the last auction that we did was St. Jude's auction.
Yeah, that was in March. We haven't done an auction since March, so we really need to do something. I'm thinking October, before Christmas, because we'll have coasters, and I'm working on boxes, so I'll have boxes, some functional art, you know, for gifts. But I think that's it, huh? So we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Thanks for coming in and checking out the new setup. We appreciate you all. I'm gonna go through all of the donations tonight, and I'm going to draw them at midnight because I'll still be up, I'm sure. And I'll post it in the group who the winner is, and we'll announce it next Monday. If you donated through PayPal, I probably have your address, so I'll be able to just ship them to you. You don't have to wait until next Monday. So if you donated here on Super Chat, some of you have purchased paintings from me in the past during the auctions. I always keep all that contact information, so I'll look it up and see if I have you. If not, we'll find a way to get a hold of you, I'm sure. And but that's all I got. What do you got? You got anything? No.
My pockets are empty.
Your pockets are empty. Aw, good thing I bought you dinner. So we love you guys. Thanks so much for all the donations. We truly appreciate it. It helps us to buy more supplies. It would be nice if I could afford another one car garage attached to this one. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The she shed wasn't enough?
No, my she shed is almost full. But that's all shipping supplies and stuff. So, but we love you all, and we will see you all next Monday night.
Have a great evening.
Bye now.